Cardon Children's Medical Center, providing comprehensive pediatric care for Arizona's families.
All right, now let's look to see what kind of work we're going to have here.
Austin Daley spends 2 days a week at the hospital for treatment of a rare neurological disease.
Basically having to do with my nervous system and how it affects everything that normal people can do.
Hospital IV therapy means that Austin must try to stay caught up with his schoolwork while at the hospital.
We initially thought he might respond to gamma globulin, gave it to him. He had a nice response, but unfortunately the response doesn't last as long as we would like to, and he has to go for treatments twice a week to keep the improvement.
I'm stuck in here for 7 to 8 hours a day. Not really a vacation. That's pretty much all I gotta say.
You're out, Madison!
But the rest of the week, he's a 6th grader at Gilbert Arts Academy, where he enjoys playing Foursquare and recess with the rest of the class. For kids who fight chronic illness, figuring out how to do school can be tough. Valerie Daley watched her grandson struggle to cope until she found the right match for Austin.
They were very willing to meet with us. We went and did a tour. We told them about Austin. They met with Austin. They sat down and asked us his limitations, what would we like, and I asked them if this would fit into their program, and they said, we will make it work.
It's not always easy to find a school where students and teachers really try to understand a child who seems different. Angela Moyer, Austin's teacher, says that though there are challenges, they just try to work around them.
When he came in this morning, he was a little bit late. And of course, as soon as he walked in, all of the kids were, they shouted his name and they were really glad to see him. I thought about doing the same thing. I'm always glad to see him too. And he just came in, got his stuff ready. He was a little tired, I could tell. But he always gets a warm reception. I think it's good for him to be able to interact with the kids on a regular level and just feel like one of the gang, so to speak. He tries hard to do that. He tries hard to make sure everybody's, that he fits in. And he doesn't really have to try though, because everyone loves him. He gets along well with boys, he gets along well with the girls. And then when he's out there playing, we have to keep him out of the sun. But he's just, feeling normal like the other kids. He gets tired very easily. His muscles don't always cooperate with what he wants to do. So he'll have to take a break and just take a breather, and I kind of go up to him and just make sure he's okay. And he'll almost always say that he is. So I just keep an eye on him from a distance because I don't want him to feel like he's being singled out. Although he and I both know that sometimes he has to be. So.
It's not just the physical limitations that can challenge kids like Austin. Kids and others can be insensitive and hurtful sometimes.
At this school, everything is different because everyone here is nicer than the school that shall not be named. Where I was before, 2 schools ago, everyone was bullying me like crazy and shoving me down. And the teacher even yelled at me. In my world, people are mostly rude, but here, everyone's always nice.
Just one of them. He's been very popular. They've been very accepting of him. And you saw them, when they were playing Foursquare. They're like, "Are you okay? Do you need to sit down? And they do that almost more than I do."
Virginia Trimble, teacher at Cardon Children's, says it can take extra effort for things to go smoothly. The hospital helped out by sharing information with the school about Austin's treatment and what his life outside of school is like.
They actually did an assembly so that all of the intermediate level kids, which would be 4th, 5th, 6th graders, could be aware on how they could be good friends to Austin and help, and what they should do if they ever see a situation that could be dangerous for Austin. And so my feedback from Austin has been that them understanding has really been helpful. I often get feedback from the teachers, the school nurse, the principal, the people that attend whatever presentation we're doing. in that it's very helpful to them to know how they can best meet the needs of that child.
Mrs. Moyer says that working so closely with the hospital helps her to help Austin stay on top of his assignments.
It's challenging because I need to make sure that he's staying on top of his work. Fortunately, he has a teacher at the hospital. We communicate. I send his work over there to her, and I send it to his grandma as well. And so he's keeping up with the class. Sometimes he misses out on the things we're doing, which is, it makes me sad. So I try to plan the things when he's going to be here.
But the kids in the classroom, well, they benefit too.
Going to school is about being part of a community. And when we get that empathy and that connection made, school can be a positive experience even when you're going through some type of medical situation that causes it to be different for you.
I want to go to school, and I never used to before.
6th grade kids say they've learned plenty from having a friend like Austin. He's just a neat kid. And they wanted to say it themselves.
Kids like Austin have a lot that they're going through in their lives right now, and that you need to be really supportive.
He's just like any normal kid. I mean, it's just sometimes he needs to, he leaves early because he needs to go to the hospital.
Austin is a great friend, and he fits in with everyone else in the class.
Austin was a good friend last year and is a better friend this year. If he feels like an intruder, he shouldn't, because he's not.
Austin is about as epic as Chuck Norris.
He rocks at Foursquare, and it's very nice having him in class. Good luck, Austin.
Austin is the greatest friend we ever had. I feel like I can trust everybody in here because they're really nice.
Austin, you've inspired me to teach junior high, so I keep seeing you in the future.
For Raising Arizona Kids magazine, I'm Vicki Belind.